teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Gamecocks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. He might want another play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties.
Red 54, red 54. Check, check. 1852, soldier. 1852, soldier. Check, check. 492, waggle. 492, waggle.
Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone.
8919, fireball. 8919, fireball. Down, red, check, check. 6224, hold. 6224, hold.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Finds his man. Across the 25, he's got room. Into the secondary on the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now here's Sellers. Got his man on the outside. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There's some room.
You got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
Here's Sellers to throw. He wants to go deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Going to the run, it's Clark. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Sellers. Bringing the heat. Wiggles free. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Back's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Looking for the time with the extra point.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Right on the money. Still on his feet at the 45. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson.
Could be an alley. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Nine-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The inside handoff. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
The run inside. It's Walker. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Moves away as he feels pressure. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Throwing, Sellers. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. There's a crease. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Good timing on the quick out. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open.
Might have a chance. Picks up the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though. I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walker. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere. Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running inside. It's McAllister. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Sellers. Going to try to get it himself. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Gamecocks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Got a little grass. He is in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown run. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got it.
There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here.
Ready, go!
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but not able to get to the first down marker. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Here's Sellers to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Going right and going deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. To the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Sooners want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Rushes on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Another 3rd down stop for this defense, and they're excited, but you always kind of...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He goes out of bounds. He's a few yards short, and they'll have to turn the football over. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half.
Maybe some room here. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And they stay on target with the extra point of 35-21. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Got his man in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time.
Caught, and he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Offense in the hurry-up.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. This one's complete. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, South Carolina. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Quarterback takes a knee.
All right, got to be honest, don't hate it. I mean, a lot of people would love to see a 2-minute situation. You're trailing at halftime, but they've had some things go wrong, and I think right now they're just trying to make sure you keep your team together, you keep them focused, you don't try to do something crazy and risk something very negative happening before the half.
They'll line up in the tight formation. No reason to take a chance here. Down to one knee, and that should do it for the end of the half. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 25 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's